New details are emerging in the case of Nolan Wells, the 18-year-old Southwest Mississippi Community College football player who vanished during a July 4th boat trip to Horn Island. And the conflicting accounts are only raising more questions. Nolan's body was found washed ashore that Monday. Authorities have said there are currently no obvious signs of foul play, but the investigation remains open, and toxicology results could take weeks. Meanwhile, the Wells family, represented by civil rights attorney Ben Crump, has ordered an independent autopsy and launched their own investigation, citing distrust in how the case is being handled locally. At the center of the controversy, a video circulating online showing what appears to be a heated argument on the island that day. Crump has pointed to it as a troubling inconsistency, suggesting the voice demanding, "Give me my freaking phone," belongs to Nolan, which would contradict the story that Nolan chose to stay behind willingly to talk to a girl. But one of Nolan's close friends, Trayson Shepard, has now pushed back hard on that narrative. Shepard says he, not Nolan, is the one in that video, insisting there was no altercation involving Nolan at all, and that the argument was actually with someone unrelated to the group. Shepard also disputed a widely circulated photo suggesting Nolan attended a pool party the morning after he went missing, claiming that image was actually taken over a week earlier, at a completely different event. Then there's the question of Nolan's missing phone. Crump has called it suspicious that Nolan didn't have it with him. Shepard and his uncle, who was reportedly driving one of the boats, say it's simply common for phones to be left behind before swimming, especially in salt water. Sheriff John Ledbetter says Crump has not yet turned Nolan's phone over to investigators for forensic examination, something that could reveal deleted messages or call activity from his final hours. Shepard, who says he and his friend group have received death threats since Nolan's death, has spoken publicly to GMA and Rolling Stone, firmly denying any wrongdoing and rejecting suggestions that race played a role in what happened. He says the group is a diverse mix of friends who loved Nolan and are devastated by the loss. We spoke with retired detective and law enforcement instructor Matt Irvine, who says both sides are raising legitimate points. He notes that conflicting witness statements aren't necessarily proof of a cover-up. Memories differ, and perspectives can appear contradictory without anyone lying. But he also says questions about the missing phone, the timeline of when Nolan's body was found, and the circumstances of his separation from the group deserve serious scrutiny. Irvine also addressed a difficult truth about drowning deaths. Even strong swimmers can be overcome by currents, and drowning often happens silently, not with visible struggle. He cautions that even once all forensic evidence comes in, investigators may determine how Nolan died, but not fully explain why. Sheriff Ledbetter says his office remains committed to a thorough, unhurried investigation and continues asking the public for any unedited photos or video from Horn Island that day. No detail considered too small. For now, the family's independent investigation continues alongside the official one, with results from both autopsies expected in the coming days, but full toxicology and phone forensic analysis could take weeks or even months. As conflicting accounts pile up, one fact remains unchanged. An 18-year-old is dead, and his family is still searching for the truth.